What's good? How's it going? Hope you're having a good Saturday. Here we talk about business building, I guess. You know, if you want, if you got questions, maybe I can help. We can all learn together. Yeah, I got that was the topic of today, I guess. But we can talk about whatever, you know. Hope you guys are doing swell. Here to answer your questions. Hopefully, I can help some way. Michael, what up, dude? Welcome aboard. Adam, dude, I'm doing good, man. Hanging out. It's kind of a thunderstorm day. Those are good days, you know. Alex, what up? Alex, other Alex Solis, Alex Rez. I don't know how to say your last name. Vidam, what up, dude? Alex Paul. Oh man, can we not? Why are there so many Alex? I'm just gonna change my name. Dr. Jekyll, what up? King, how's it going, man? I'm doing good. How are you? Darian, hope you're doing well. Inner game, motivate me so much, dude. I don't know, man. I'm just doing me. Like, I've been getting so many messages that are like, Josh, you need to see a therapist. You look sad. I'm like, I'm not sad, bro. Like, what? Was it like, you have problems with self-esteem? And I'm like, I think that's just humility, maybe. I don't want to be a jerk. D-Foxy, what up, dude? How are you? Ray, Chris, Mona. I'm a mechanical engineer. Dude, why? I'm just kidding. Maybe you like it. Dolly, what's up, dude? How you doing? Feel free to ask whatever questions. I'll be here for about an hour. I say that and it'll be like 3 hours, you know? What's this song? Do you like React? I'm indifferent. It's like whatever gets the job done, you know? It's a weird song. This seems fine. Uppy, what up, dude? Have you heard of Flatiron? Yep, Craig goes there. Craig goes to Flatiron. They teach Rails and stuff. So happy I caught a live stream. Dude, I'm happy you're here, man. Thanks for being here. Gil Harem, what up, man? I don't know how. Looking forward to the stuff. People are going to ask, hey, me too. LeBon, what's up, man? Thug Life of Mechanical and watching your coding course now. Do I have any? I don't think I have any of those. What's your next goal you're trying to hit? Yeah, I mean, that's a good question. That's a good question. That's a great question. I have goals, but I haven't like solidified them. Because I don't want it to make it just to be about subscribers or money. I want it to be something like, I don't know, more wholesome than that. How's your business? Dude, my business is good. How's your business? I'll start out. What good side hustles you recommend? Side hustle is up to your skill. Like everybody got a skill, right? Like I was decent at making videos and editing, you know? So that's what I did. What are your skills? 3 books to read about being productive. I think you left a comment, right? And I was like, being productive has to do with valuing your time and realizing that one day you're gonna die. Like you can't get your time back, man. And so until you like really value your time, you'll be productive. I mean, maybe that's not what you didn't want to hear. Like you could read lots of books on like do the Pomodoro and stuff, but like you have to understand you can't get it back. That's the only thing in life you can't get back. Grant Cardone, generic motivation. Never give up, guys. Yeah, exactly. Will WebAssembly make performance-dependent web apps written in JavaScript or other? No, I don't think so. I have no idea. Can't say. I've never used it. Yeah, Amazon FBA is good, but why are people going to go buy your products? You know what I'm saying? Would it be good for a dev to start doing YouTube tutorials courses? I think so. I think it would help you if you want to do that job life. If you don't want to open your business, I think a YouTube channel of courses and tutorials and stuff like that would help you get a job. Because when they go to background check you, they'll probably find your YouTube channel and be like, oh, this guy actually knows what he's talking about. Might give you a little edge up so you get to skip the code test or something, you know? I don't know. Corporate cringe. Thanks, Ed. What's up, Josh? Dude, what's up, man? Getting ready to release my first YouTube video on Monday. Why not release today? Robert, what's up, man? Truth bombs. I just try to keep it real. Atomic Habits. Yeah, that's a good book. But that's like, Atomic Habits is like how to beat procrastination and understanding the science of dopamine in your brain and anticipation, basically. I don't know. That's what I got out of it. The 2-minute rule is what I got out of that book. Do something for 2 minutes and tell yourself that you can quit. Usually, that's enough. What side hustles would you recommend for people who have decent knowledge of technology, apps, software, video editing? I mean, YouTube's pretty good. You could sell stock video, you could sell stock photos, you gotta sell something, right? That's how you make money. You sell a service or a product, or you monetize something and give it away for free, like YouTube. Second vid. Dude, you're welcome. I'm currently learning pen testing, but I'd like to start a YouTube channel. Should I keep on learning my skills or go for a side business? Why not do both? You can do both. You're gonna learn and then make videos about learning. You know? To Craig, do they have videos online for Flatiron? Is Craig here? I don't know if he's... Oh, yeah, you want to know about... So Flatiron has like a self-taught thing, which is like videos online, like self-paced, self-taught type deal, which is like you follow the videos and do the stuff, and then they have like a boot camp where they have like deadlines for projects and stuff. Can I ask how much you make outside of YouTube ad revenue? Yeah, somewhere around like the 200K range a year. How do you feel about drop shipping? I mean, you're selling the same stuff as everybody else. That's the thing. That's drop shipping, right? You're undercutting each other. So you're all going to Alibaba.com, buying a whole bunch of crap, and then selling it with Facebook ads and Instagram ads. So how are you going to sell yours? When you make an LLC, do you need big capital in the bank to really start your business? Because I want to open a business to start legally selling. You don't need a business to legally sell unless the country you're in says that you do. But if you're in the US, if you sell something, you're just a sole proprietor. You know? Arian, what up, dude? Have you thought of a roast yourself like video? That'd be funny. Yeah, I watch my videos like yesterday when I was getting clips to put in my video. I was like, Josh, shut up. Every time I load my YouTube channel and it's like, what's going on, YouTube? I'm like, shh, STFU, Josh. How many revenue streams do you have? Like categories or actual like streams? Okay, we'll just do categories. YouTube, Twitch, affiliates, sponsors, but I don't take them that much. Merch, Patreon, my website. That's 7 right there. And then inside of each one of those, there's more. First 3 months of uploads and I'm at 228. Should I give up? Is that okay? What is 3 months of uploads? Selling a service or a product. What? Love the work, have some skill with Java. Is Java still relevant? For dev shops, yeah. Do you design your own shirts? Yep. I mean, like this? No, I had this forever. The merch? Yeah, I made all that. Designing a new product and streaming the creation of it be a bad idea? I don't think... Well, where are you going to stream it? You going to stream it on Twitch? Why should people watch you make a product? You know, like you should teach them something in video form. I think it'd be cool to get live feedback while creating. You should make it episodes. I mean, you could stream it, right? But take the stream later and edit it and then release it as a video. Because you need that. It's too much fluff and trying to give value in live streams, to be honest. But I just do this for engagement. And I have a whole bunch of time where, like, it's fluff. And I'm aware. Which state's best for opening a startup? I think you're gonna have choices of Nevada, Delaware, Wyoming. Those 3. What are some good programming projects? I can't tell you, Alicio. There's not really any good programming projects. Like one company might say you need a CRUD app. Another company might say you need a bunch of algorithm projects. Like, Depends. Just build some stuff that you like and then be able to defend it later when they ask you, hey, what's this project? Manufacturing consultant. What are you manufacturing? One solid income stream first, then creating another is a good place to start. I don't know. I don't know if I agree with that. Define solid. There's no income stream that is solid. That's why you have to have multiple streams all the time. Even Bill Gates would tell you that. Like if you say, hey Bill Gates, how do I get rich? He's going to be like multiple streams of income. That's it. What triceps exercises do you do? I do one arm overhead tricep extension, and other than that, just bench. Like good chest days always hit the tris, right? So you're doing chest and tris. How much time would you spend max editing videos? It depends on if I feel like the video is going to be a banger, you know? Most of the time it's like 3 hours. You sound like Ty Lopez. I don't know if that's a compliment or an insult. Do you know any legit online bank? I don't have an online bank. Feel like I can have some fun right now? Yeah, absolutely. When do you think companies will stop going after lead code? I don't know. It depends on who's running the company. Bigger companies are gonna they're gonna hire some HR person that's gonna be like, all right, well we need to filter out our candidates first. So they're gonna go to the CTO, and the CTO is gonna be like, yeah, I guess lead code's a good spot, right? That'll test them. I feel like that's how it goes. They don't actually think about it, because if they thought, like, I don't know. Final Cut or Premiere? I don't have a Mac, so I use Premiere. And even if I did, I would sell my Mac so that I could buy Premiere. I don't buy Apple products. I'm just kidding. Still Premiere. I think Premiere is better. You have the entire Adobe suite. Thanks for doing this, Jamie. What up, dude? I know you're a busy guy. I'm in the middle of coding a Tinder-like dating site and I wonder what's the best way to get users quick. Document it, dude. Make videos about building it. And then, like the thing with any platform, the hardest part is getting users. So because you don't have a brand, or because you're not documenting the process, or because you're not showing people what to do, you're not engaging anyone. So you're gonna have to pay for that engagement later, essentially. So make videos about it, or make blog posts about it, or start promoting it now before it's done. Asking a nice restaurant to upgrade their website, but I don't know how to approach them. Yeah, Alex, go in and say that you're a happy customer. Be like, oh my gosh, the food here at this restaurant was amazing, and I noticed that you guys really deserve so many more customers, and I looked at your website and I found some things wrong. That's what I would say. Go from there. Starting a game website and apps on Android have gotten a bit of profit of the website, but I don't know how to grow it. Any tips on websites and apps? Yeah, again, you're going to have to pay for it. You're going to have to pay for it if you don't have a brand. So Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn is a good spot, but LinkedIn is LinkedIn, you know? Everyone that's using LinkedIn is looking for a job. The only people that use LinkedIn that aren't looking for a job are recruiters. And what else? That's it, mainly. HR people. As a sole proprietor, how do you handle tax? It's the same thing as a single owner LLC. You have to pay self-employment tax on everything you make, which is 15.3%, and then you have to pay income tax on that. However, if you have an S-corp, you only have to pay self-employment tax on your salary to yourself, but you have to pay payroll tax. But I still, like, let's say you have $100,000, you make $100,000 a year as an LLC. I make $100,000 a year as an S-corp. I make like 15K more money. I get to take home more money. You have to pay in tax because self-employment. Can you get rich with dropshipping? You can get rich with almost anything if you can convince enough people to buy it, dude. I mean, dropshipping is hit or miss, to be honest. Have you heard of UBI? Yeah, I probably opt out though. I like earning my money. No offense. If you want to take free money, go ahead. But you know, no money is free. Someone had to create the value for that money to have any value. So I'm gonna opt out of it. I'll earn my money. But if you like it, whatever, dude. You do you. Alex, I answered, bro. You go in and you pretend to be a happy customer. Why'd you quit mechanical engineering? You could earn the same thing? No, you can't. Mechanical engineering is not a fun job to do. What's Josh's hidden talent?
Adam, you know the hidden talent. It's Herbert from Family Guy. You want some popsicles?
What's going on? Build a business? Dude, we're answering questions about it. Just need to watch one video from you to give you a sub. I'm in my 20s, felt the same as you. Dude, I know the feel. Do you think having a more open source project gives you any benefit over other people that just private ones? I think you should make some of it open. Like, have some contribution area, but like, don't make, like, I don't know. Open source, you're just depending on donations, right? Like, pay what you want product, and a product for a price has a difference, like, in the psychology of it, right? So if I give away a product for free, people are going to think the value's just not there. Versus if I put a price tag on it, people are going to be like, oh, what's in it? It must be worth, you know? Like, same with open source projects. Is your monitor resolution? This is 2K, 1440. These are 1080. Love the content. Start the own channel. Just editing my first YouTube video now. James, dude, you got it, man. Just realize there's not going to be a lot of views, man, and that's okay. You gotta cross promote. You gotta cross promote. You gotta put on LinkedIn. You gotta put on Reddit. You gotta put everywhere. Take clips, put on Instagram. What can you recommend in Russia where I can open my free website? Do you think about tilde? Wait, I don't know what that means. What do you mean? When are you gonna start doing VFX? I do VFX. I just don't do it on stream, and I don't put it in my YouTube videos because it takes a long time. Very, very long time. Why would you use gaming stuff? It's terrible. That sounds opinionated. But you want to know the real reasons? Because I thought RGB light would be cool in the background, but then I realized it just messes up the white balance of your camera. So, yep. What's your opinion on monetizing games? Sell it outright or free to play? I don't know. I mean, to be honest, like, do you want to be microtransactions and just hope, or do you like? I'd probably just put a price on it and sell it, and then include paid DLC later, or just go full Call of Duty and just be like, yeah, it's paid with microtransactions. Like, I mean, it's up to you. Want the most money? Paid with microtransactions and paid DLC. Do you want to keep some dignity? Probably just paid. What's your experience working remotely? Dude, it's the best. I would only work remote. Every single job I tried to negotiate remote. My PHP job, they had work from home Wednesday, except for us developers, we had to come in. It was like, what? Why? Well, you're too new to the company, you can't stay. But you don't even come in on Wednesdays, boss man. Well, I'm the boss. Like, okay, cool. That's a great reason. So I still don't know what to do because you're not here to answer my questions. That's my experience with remote. Do you get lonely working remote? I don't. It's not like I don't go on dates and stuff. I got dogs. I go out, go to the gym. Should you have multiple YouTube channels? Me? No. I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to deal with multiple YouTube channels. That's why I try really hard to create a channel where I can post whatever content I want, because I don't want to have to be like, here's a podcast channel, and here's this channel, and this channel, and this channel, because then you have to stay in the algorithm with all of the channels and apply to get all of the channels monetized. And no, it's too much for just me. When you come to Finland to get a new wife? Oh, I don't think that'll happen. But I'll come to Finland and hang out. Do you hate Finnish people? Nah, man. I love Finnish people. I just had a bad experience with the waifu, Do you know Tech Lead? I mean, of course I know. Is Upwork any good to start in freelancing? Upwork is not freelancing. Upwork is called freelancing for marketing purposes, but Upwork is just contract jobs, man. If you have to apply to the job, that's not freelance. That's just contract. Are you considering doing more vlogging, or does it take too long without enough return? Yeah, I've thought about it. I've thought about doing it. I just don't know the return, really. And do I take the risk, Double helix. Neither, dude. I'm more of a leg man. What are your thoughts on the communities? Precision gaming? What? You can't talk about that stuff. Like, you get demonetized. No point. Will you ever get married? I've been married. Krista, what up? Greetings from Finland. Yo, Terve Tuloa, welcome to the stream. Ever want to learn drums or guitar? I got you. Dude, I got guitar. I can play Simple Man on the guitar. I just don't have a guitar. I used to play the viola in middle school, but the only thing I remember is how to read music. Here's for pushing me to push my own business proof of concept is done showing it on Wednesday. Dude, Tech Explained. Congratulations, man. Tell me about it. Is it realistic to get employed as a programmer without a degree? Absolutely, yeah. Patrick did. Best international payment gateway. I use PayPal. It's international to an extent. Maybe if you really don't want to, you could just go with crypto, I guess. Does your country matter if you're doing freelancing? Yes, they have different rules, different tax rates. Upwork gives clients that size. What? Promo, please. Do what up? Any advice how to get started on the page layout of a web project? I'm more of a back-end person. Agbel, is that how I say it? Go to templated.co, templated.co. Did you try other mediums other than video? Yeah, dude, I've tried lots of side businesses. I've tried delivery boxes, like once a month delivery boxes for fitness gear and, pre-workout samples and stuff. I tried actually selling the supplements myself, making them, selling them myself, and merch business. I tried freelancing. I tried lots of stuff. I freelanced video for a while. What else am I missing? I taught code for a while. I didn't fail at that or anything. I just quit. It's not scalable. You can't teach 1,000 people at once unless you do a classroom, but even then you have to be there to do it. Whereas if I record it and just sell it, I don't have to be there. Do it once. Nick, what's up, dude? How you doing, man? Ideas for a program that doesn't want to work for a boss? Yeah, you have to make a product or a service and sell it. That's it. You have to have a product or a service and you have to sell it or figure out a way to monetize it. That's what every job is. Like, you might be coding every day for 8 hours, but your company is selling something, right? What's your philosophy in life? If it's out of your control, don't worry about it. If it is, do what you can. Don't complain. Where's the best place to start creating content? I think YouTube is probably the best. So right now, but for cross promotion, LinkedIn, organic reach on LinkedIn is nuts. They're gonna start charging for it. It's coming. Specs of the PC. I got 64 gigs of RAM, which is overkill, but it's also RGB, so extra overkill there. 1950X AMD, two 1080s. Solo game dev, absolutely. Why don't you make your own Udemy course? Because Udemy only pays you $2.50 for every time someone pays $10 for it. So, no, I'm good. I would rather make my own course, put it on my own website, and then charge what I want and get the complete amount for it, How expensive Silicon Valley? I don't live there. It's super expensive. What about ebooks? How are you going to sell it? How are you going to market it? Who's going to buy it? Is it expensive to pay for ads on Instagram? I think it depends on your niche. Any vlogs coming out with dogs? Where's the value there? Can you show us how to properly do a squat? Oh, implying that I do leg day. No, I can't do squats. Sorry. I think you're just trying to get me to exercise, and as a developer, I don't exercise. Okay. Have you read A Guide to the Good Life? Californication, dude. I recommended that in my last book, or in not my last video, but 2 videos ago. I recommended that book. It's kind of really, it's really boring. The first few chapters comparing all the different philosophies of Buddhism and Stoicism, Taoism and Stoicism. It's like, oh my god, it's so boring. But after that, it's fine. Will you ever want to release a beta test of your game? I'd probably do open source. I do not. How did you change your mindset to not care about things you can't control? Well, what's the other option, right? You just end up getting stressed out and worried. For what? For what? What's the other option? You can't do anything about it. What's the option? Just keep doing what you can. Why do you have 64 gigs of RAM? Because I edit videos all day. I don't know. Have you ever opened 2 Chrome tabs before? That will take up 64 gigs of RAM. How much coffee do you drink a day? I don't drink coffee. I don't like coffee. It's not my thing. What draw pad do you use? This is an Intuos Pro. Why is LinkedIn so good for growth? Can you give me some more details? Yeah, LinkedIn has organic reach. You know, on Facebook, like when you, like way back, like years ago, someone would like a post and it would come into your, what am I talking about? Like your page, right? You would see it in your feed. Now that doesn't happen. Only people that pay money get pushed into your feed. And so right now on LinkedIn, it has a lot of organic reach. Someone likes something, you see it. If you're friends with that person, if someone's friends with that person, they'll see it. It has a lot of reach, like organic chain, stuff like that. But they'll charge for it probably soon. But it's really like LinkedIn's kind of dumb in terms of how much they charge for ads on that platform. They charge way too much. Like they think they're Facebook, but they're not. They're LinkedIn. Exactly. Ever thought about using programming on financial market? No interest. What does that mean? I don't have any app ideas. You have a video on your PC setup? Shelby, I sure do. Not a very good video. I have a video about my whole room. I should maybe make a video about my PC, but where's the value there? Maybe I could recommend what's good and what's not, but like people say what's a good app for, or what's a good build for programming? It's like anything with RAM, I guess, for your VM. The Chrome joke. Thanks for the advice, Jamie. You're welcome, man. Thanks for the 5 Canadians. Thoughts on a company that keeps new employees as interns for a full year before promoting them to devs? I mean, from the CEO's perspective, he's got everyone convinced. But from, I don't know. I think the intern is obviously getting hustled, right? Like the CEO is hustling the interns. That's just facts. Why didn't you get a part-time job while studying in Finland to relieve your wife's pressure language barrier? Yeah, so I answered this question a few times. I applied for a lot of jobs when I was in Finland. And they said, sorry, you don't know enough Finnish. And I was like, but I'm just sweeping floors. I'm not talking to anybody. They're like, sorry, no. And so I went to the wife and I was like, hey wife, can you help me learn Finnish? No, you're too stupid to learn Finnish. Oh, well, can you help me improve my resume so that I can apply to like a little store job? No, you just need to study and do school full time. But what you didn't hear in that video was the fact that there was a period about 9 months where she refused to work because she didn't want to learn Russian. She's like, I don't like Russian people. I don't want to learn Russian. She just flat out refused to work. So I was trying, bro. The goal of that video wasn't to destroy her, which I could have easily done. The goal of the video was to talk about my experience. Retracted the message from the rupees. Why? Is a LinkedIn account a must-have? I mean, if you want a job, yeah. Worth it to get a side hustle like bartending to cover some... That's not a side hustle, bro. That's just a part-time job. There's a difference between a side hustle and a part-time job. Side hustle is kind of like a little bit of a passion, you know? Something that doesn't make a lot of money, something that maybe could make a lot of money, something that you're figuring out yourself. Like, a side hustle is just getting a part-time... Like, that just be a part-time job, dude. You make videos for TikTok? I don't. You make social media accounts with your own name and choose a business name. I think my own name, that way I can grow the business later. People are like, oh, Josh, he's got that grind reel thing, right? That's probably how people see me now. But later, if I ever wanted to scale it, I could. And people would know me as the person who made it first. So I think use your name. The big 4 firms are current. What do you mean? What tools or equipment do you still need in your life to reach your goals? Nothing really. Just consistency and like there's nothing really I could buy that would make me better at this point, I don't think. Everything comes down to just like getting better up here, right? Learning more stuff, more skills. Connor, what's up, dude? Your thoughts on working for free to get developer experience? Only work for free if you're doing freelancing for yourself to build a portfolio. Otherwise, no. How to sell a website? That's so vague. What do you mean? 15 Canadians, too low. Sorry, what? Thanks, dude. I appreciate that. What if you plan on changing your name? What do you suggest then? I've changed my name. Like, you mean like your actual name, Jacob? Thank you for the 15, man. I appreciate it. You didn't have to do that. Will you save the live stream? Yes, it will be here later. How long should you stay at one job? Should you change as soon as you get a better offer? I mean, I would, because company loyalty does not exist in my eyes. Unless I like what I'm doing. Sometimes money isn't enough to change. Sometimes you like your boss, you like your freedom. Like, let's say you work in a job making 100K, and you get another job offer for 130K, but the next job is going to be 10x more responsibility, way more micromanagement, you know, like, it's not always the money. Robert, have a good Saturday, man. If I learn Unity 3D, can I give classes to people in my town, or do I have to pay Unity and get there from it? You can teach on whatever you want, man. There's no requirement to teach and try to help people. Maybe you can't be like, I'm an official Unity teacher, because I mean, I don't even know what that means, really. How much would you pay a subcontractor to go pick up items from client sites in town per hour? Wait, I don't know. Pick up items from client sites. I mean, well, you pay what you think is fair, man. You know what your profits are, and how much of that profit do you want to give. I'm 21, studying software. I was wondering, what are your thoughts on making a business from teaching code since you've done it yourself? Yeah, it's not really... It's not scalable, man. Like, unless you're teaching classes, but even then, there's a cap. Because then it would be like a seminar, not really a class. You can't, you know, you only have 168 hours a week. So that means the maximum, if you teach an hour per student, is 168 students if you're working 24/7 all week. It's not scalable. So teaching code without a product is really difficult to do. You'll need a commercial license. Not really. I mean, you can make a business teaching Unity, and you don't have to pay Unity. It's only if you have a game that's profitable. But even then, you can still sell your game like I did. Clocking in, wish I could stay. Justin, what up, man? Just Dion, I guess. How much experience do you consider enough to full-time work remotely? Yeah, that doesn't matter to me. I don't care about experience. I always went for remote. No experience. Experience, I don't care. I want to work remote. I don't think it matters. All the companies that say experience matters for remote are just paranoid that you're not going to do anything all day, and that when you get stuck, you're not going to be like productive. No amount of money. Simple Tech is correct, yes. What's your internet speed? I have 1,000 down and 40 up. You can thank Comcast for that ridiculous ratio. How much you made for freelancing? Oh, a couple thousand. Any opinions on the controversy going around? I don't know what you're talking about. So I'm not in it, I guess. I'm out of the loop. Are you hiring? Nope. What's the game you sold? It was free. It was ad revenue. Why can't I support from Egypt? I don't know, man. I don't know. Don't worry about it, dude. I'm just here to help. I would develop an Unreal, personally. They got better tools. What would you say to Spider-Man if you met him? Which Spider-Man? Are we talking like Andrew Garfield Spider-Man? Because get that garbage out of here. Are we talking about Tobey Maguire? I'd be like, why are you so emotional, bro? Are we talking about Tom Holland? Dude, high five that dude. Give him a bro hug. Best Spider-Man ever. Good question. I'd be like, what was it like to get kicked out of the MCU and then come back? What's it like to be in that limbo, Tom? How long does it take you to make your game? 2 weeks. Does your drink taste as bad as it looks? This? It's not. It's some Sprite, bro. How would you go about applying to software companies that aren't looking for devs if you wanted a job? Yeah, that's how you have to. That's when you sell yourself. That's when it becomes a game to sell yourself. Like they don't want to hire. Okay, well, you make them want to hire you. So maybe you're asking how to do that. Well, you got to make like a video, or maybe give them something for free that be like, hey, look, well, you don't want to hire a dev, right? You're not hiring. I get it. But look, I did some research on your website and on your app, and I found a whole bunch of bugs, and I fixed them, and here you go. All right, look at what I can do for you. Like, give them something. Give them some value. Make them want to pay you. Be like, oh, what else does he have? USB mic versus XLR. XLR is a lot more money to set up because you got to have an interface. This mic was like $100. You get an XLR mic, that's like $300, and then you get an interface, that's another $100. So, What's your game called? It's called Rocket Sling. It's terrible. It's on the Android store. It's bad. Don't play it. Is Fiverr a good place to start freelancing? How are you gonna drive traffic? That's the problem. Like it's the problem with all these freelancing sites is that you make your account and then how do you get people to use your service over the one that's right next to you on the page? It could be a good place if you have a solution for that. How much you sell the game? I didn't think it was worth selling. It was just proof so that I could apply to game dev jobs when I didn't have a job. How much reps you do on 100 kg? I don't know. I don't lift volume, bro. I don't lift for hypertrophy. I don't bodybuild in the hypertrophy area because I don't have anabolic chicken. I don't take anabolic chicken. So no point. What other social medias you active on? Instagram, probably. That's about it. Google's new quantum computer needs 200 seconds to finish a task that would take 10,000 years. I don't know. What task? Any advice for a junior front-end dev first interview? Go to Glassdoor, look up the company, find previous questions, and then look up the salary there so that when they're like, well, how much are you looking? You already know what they're going to offer. Then you can give them a range in the range that they offer. How do you manage your financial stuff? Well, I manage most of it. I have accountants that do the paperwork and they send it over to me and I sign it and say, okay. But I did it all myself for a while and then I didn't want to do it because it was too stressful. So now I just pay my accountants. It's like $267 a month for me and they do all the work. And they're like, hey Josh, we need $4,500 next month on the 16th for quarterly. Is this okay? And I'm like, yeah, sounds good. And they're like, okay, great. And they're like, hey, Josh, this is how much it costs for payroll tax. I'm like, all right, sounds good. You know, they always ask me, they're like, is this good? We need your write-offs. Okay, here you go. But I did it all myself for a while. Would you ever do the chicken and make your channel become Joshua Fluke Fitness? No. I mean, I'm actually indifferent. If people want to do that, great, because that's like the only way to be viable on a YouTube channel or Instagram, you know. Is YouTube Premium worth it? I have it. If you had 6 months to build something and don't have to work full time, what would you choose to do? I'd make a brand. That's what I would do. I'd make a brand. That way no one can take your brand. No one can take your brand from you unless you mess up. That's it. So you're saying I shouldn't train for hypertrophy if I'm not on the chicken? I mean, you can. You'll get a good pump at the gym, right? But like I train for strength. I train for strength and I have a decent diet. That way I'm strong and I'm ripped. I'm just not huge and I don't care about being huge. It's always funny. Like I see these dudes that do train volume and they have bigger muscles, right? But they're so weak. It's all about the amount you can lift compared to your body weight for me. That's the dream, to have my own accountant firm to just handle, dude, like I just didn't want to think about it anymore. Like if I do it myself, I have to think about quarterly tax deadlines. I have to do all of my expenses. I have to do payroll tax myself. I have to submit all the forms to payroll tax. I have to submit all the forms for state tax and federal tax. And I have to do all the S Corp forms, and it's just like, dogs. Oops. It's just too much. I'd rather just think about making content. They look ridiculous. They get so big. I mean, I don't know. You still do this acrobatic stuff? No, I don't. Not really. It was really far. Did I miss anything? So if not Fiverr, then my own brand, right? How do I start to drive traffic to where? To your own brand? You have to go somewhere where there is traffic or pay for it. Any thoughts on Steven Mischuk? He does a similar thing where he sells courses online, but he has a studio web app which people learn and it's meant to be. I have no idea. I've never taken it. The only thing I know about Steven is that like he's drinking a cup of coffee usually and he's like, is C++ viable in 2019? Like that's his types of videos, right? Like I don't know much about him. He seems like a nice guy. More strength equals more size. No. That's not true. I mean, it happens, but that's not. There's a difference. I miss your opinions on fintech jobs. I don't know. I don't want a job. How would you pay for traffic? So you can pay for traffic with Facebook ads or Instagram ads or LinkedIn ads or YouTube ads. But the problem is, if you pay for traffic to grow a brand, it's an ad, and it says very clearly this is an ad, and then people think that you're trying to get their money. So the organic start to a brand long term is better, in my opinion, right? Because you're not trying. I'm not like, I don't push myself with ads anywhere, like, because I know that it's gonna look like what are you selling, Josh? I'm not, dude. I'm just trying to grow. I just want you to be aware that I have content. I'm not trying to sell you anything. But that's what happens with ads. So if you're gonna push something with ads, make it a product. Strength is the number. Well, I mean, I don't know. You can have size of muscle fiber or number of muscle fibers. What can I say that will make you mad? So the thing is, like, if you get mad, that means you've lost self-control, right? You've let something from the outside provoke you. You lose. You lose the battle when you get mad. Like, you lose. You don't have self-control if you get mad. You let yourself get provoked by something that you didn't have to let yourself get provoked. The ads work. They can, yeah. Should I name my LLC My Name Design or something design if you want to be a design firm? How to market small websites like CSS Generator. I don't know. Probably like SEO is probably a big one there. Why do you need an accountant? I don't need an accountant in any form or fashion. It's just convenience. I pay for convenience because I don't want to do it. Getting mad is part of being human. I think it's an emotion that humans have, but that doesn't mean you have to be mad. Do proper stretching? I do. I try to stretch a lot. You think WebAssembly will take over? I have no idea, dude. Everyone would have to go back to learning C and those languages. Thanks for replying on Facebook. It's really helpful. I started learning Laravel and made demo project. Should I start learning Python? I mean, I don't know. Like, you should maybe apply to some Laravel jobs if you got projects. I wouldn't move on right away. Build some stuff with it. Don't just do like a tutorial and be like, okay, I learned it, because that's not, you didn't. You ignore the question? I didn't see it. Any thoughts on mutual funds? Not really, because I don't have any. I could tell you my opinion, but to be honest, I'm kind of thinking of different options of how to invest. Everyone's gonna be like, real estate, stock market, crypto. Like, no, I don't want to do the market. Do you take notes? When would I take notes? Sometimes, I guess. Who's your favorite creator? I don't have one. Depends on what it is, I guess. It depends on what we're talking about. Game dev, I got creators. Film, I got creatives. I don't really watch dev people. How'd you get your US visa? I was born here. How to properly market SaaS business? I don't know what your business does, but probably ads. You need to see if there's a market demand for your product before you go all in. Corporate cringe and responding to haters and things like that show you have a lost self-control. No, man, that's not what that means. Can you do a muscle up? I think so. Did you read The Big Short? I mean, I didn't read it. I watched it. What do you think about Pluralsight? I think they charge too much for outdated content. So the thing with Pluralsight is that, like, it's kind of like Udemy. Creators come there, and it's up to them to update it. How many times a week do you train? 4 or 5. What socks you wearing? Don't got any socks. Talk about your thoughts on investing. If not those, obviously I wouldn't recommend crypto. Yeah, so probably what I would do would be a traditional IRA to Roth IRA ladder conversion. As a self-employed person, your cap is $56,000 a year into an IRA, and then after 5 years, you can pull that out penalty-free, and you only pay income tax on whatever you put in for 5 years ago, and then you can put it into a Roth IRA, and now you can pull all that money out at any time, penalty-free and tax-free, baby. So it'll probably be traditional IRA to Roth IRA ladder conversion. $56K a year, that's a lot of money. But you got to have $56K a year to put into a IRA. That's nuts. But hey, I think it's right off self-employed, right? Only after 59.5. No. You do the traditional IRA to Roth IRA ladder conversion, and then you can pull it out at any point in time. See you, Adam, later, dude. When did you write your first line of code? I was like 24. I had no idea what I was doing. I did it in the console at work, trying to figure out a way to get out away from work. Would you rather go on an adventure colonizing Mars, or would you rather live in an underwater city on Earth? Can I do both? Can anyone get a visa if a company fix that? You need a bachelor's, Lima. You need a bachelor's for the H-1B1 minimum. Trying to switch to the latest tech stack, currently working in Pro, but I've been rejected all the recent interviews. Any advice? I mean, you got to build projects for the stuff that you're applying to. But I don't know why you got rejected. It could be a multitude of things. It shouldn't be really about what you know. It's your ability to learn. How old are you? I'm 29. Do you work on side projects? My whole life is a side project. Are you pissed that the money you give in taxes goes to the military? No. Nothing I can do about it, bruh. My diet was the issue. Oof. Pluralsight, I mean, it's decent. Just depends on which courses you take. You have any advice for someone who got into the field a few projects? How do you get some good clients? Are their website? What do you mean, Mount Graph? You read books all the time. Actually, I've been listening to The Game by Neil Strauss. That's a pretty good book. I already knew about it, but I didn't listen to it. Pretty good. When's your birthday? My birthday was in July. You were 24 when writing your first line of code. How old are you now? I'm 29. I got my job. So I typed my first line of code at 24 when I was at work at my mechanical engineering job in the Google Chrome tab, looking to see what web dev was all about and what this JavaScript stuff was. And then I typed it out and I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm going to try to learn. Then I tried to learn for a little bit. That didn't work. Then I went to a code boot camp, but got a job after that. You ever watch the IT Crowd? I haven't. What's in your mind? You got your first tattoo. I was like, I don't know. I like flying and stuff. What about building businesses? Yeah, ask about it. Well, let's talk about it. How do you know when to quit a business idea? That's really difficult. There's no line. I mean, obviously, a lot of businesses lose money before they make money. I would say, is there a market demand, right? The market decides if they want it or not. Would AI eat dev jobs? I mean, not really. I don't think so. Maybe some portions of it, maybe some pieces of it, but not all of it. If you're into Stoicism, I recommend Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. Yeah, I've read that. Some of his stuff in there is all right, but yeah, some stuff is good, some stuff's not so good. Some of it's really hard to read. I got 2 good projects, but what now? How do I get another client to work for him? Yeah, you should have been looking for your client while you were finishing up that last project, bro. That's the problem with freelancing. You can't just be like, I'm going to be a freelancer. And like, now what? Now you're just unemployed, basically, with no clients. Or you're self-employed with no clients. How do you get more clients? You have to go to them. You have to go to them. They're not going to come to you. When you talk about building the brand, does that include your product as well? Yes. But the longer you can not sell something as you build a brand, the longer you can give stuff away for free, the more credible you are, and the more legit anything later down the road seems. If you come in right away starting to sell something, people might be hesitant because they only think that you're here to sell. Right? You're not here to help. You're not here to give value. Not trying to. At least that's my mind. You know, delayed satisfaction, delayed money, delayed selling out. My sister is a pothead who wants to be in a van. Is there any point in trying? Hey, dude, your sister? Are you sure that's not my sister, bro? Thoughts on Webflow? I don't really have any thoughts on it. Boeing 737 software. I didn't know that was a thing. What happened? Have you done any market studies for your idea at some point? No, dude. I don't waste my time with market studies. I just make the minimum viable product and then I put it out. And if people like it, great. I try to improve it and see if that improves sales. If people don't like it, hey, I'll pull it back. I'll try something else. Like, if your product is huge and you have a startup and it's this big software application, yeah, maybe you should do a market study before you go down the pipeline of taking startup money. But for the most part, for stuff like I do, I make a minimum viable thing. I put it out there. People see if people like it, engage with it. If they do, I try to improve that thing and see if that's scalable, and then I'll work on that thing. Otherwise, I don't. Market study is just a waste of time. Invest heavily in VR. I would say AR first. AR is a lot more accessible with phones. VR requires a lot more hardware. What would be best job for a starter? Anything you can get, dude. I need to get out of the house. How do I look for rentals? I use KSL. You could also Craigslist, probably. What is your skill list in software dev? Dude, that's a lot. I mean, I don't know. Define it. Define it. Like, what defines it? Like, I'm not going to say I'm an expert in anything, but I'll say that I can figure it out. That's my skill list. I'll figure it out. You're going to watch the Bill Gates documentary? Not really. I've already read about him. Like, he's got a bunch of people that have written about him. Ever doing your retro gaming or play around on retro computers? What's retro gaming, Mike? I don't have any retro computers. Best websites for remote and freelance. Okay, so there's no websites for freelance because that's not freelance. Freelance websites are not, like, those are just contract jobs, man. Like, if you go to Upwork, you apply to a job, right? You have to submit to the job. Does that sound like freelance? No, that's just contract. So remote, though, remoteok.io, weworkremotely.com. Those are good sites. Stack Overflow is good as well. Do you think that real estate's declining in the next 20 years with the fact declining population? No. People want houses, man. What do you recommend as a read for financial literacy? That's a good question. A lot of the stuff I read was in tidbits across a bunch of different books. There's no one book that I've ever read that's like, this is how to do finances, because they can get in trouble. You can get in legal trouble for giving financial advice. So they can only say, like, you know, bits and pieces. Like, I recommend consulting your CPA. Thoughts on Donald Trump? Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, dude, I can't answer any questions with that. I'm finishing the second one. Any recommendations for finding clients? Yeah, you got to Google, dude. You got to Google around. I don't know what you made, but you got to use Google Maps. Look for some companies, see if they got websites, see how good. Read I Will Teach You to Be Rich. That's pretty good. When starting a business, did you use your own money or someone else's? I mean, if you use someone else's money, you owe them money and interest. If you use your own money, you bootstrap. That's how I did it. That's how I did it. Everything that I have is with my own money saved up. I don't want to take someone else's money because I don't want to have to owe them later. I don't want them to be breathing down my neck to get that percentage back. What business do you see yourself doing within 10 to 15 years? It'd be cool to do something like Gary Vee does, but I don't know specifically what it would be yet. Because I don't want to manage a company of like lots and lots and lots of people. Do you plan to scale with several employees in office space? Nah, bro, I would never have an office space ever. I like, if anything, I'd let people come over to my house. You know, we could chill, we could work if that's what you want. But like, I'm not gonna pay money for an office space. No, unless it was for like this cool film. Like a set, like pay to have a set, like an office that I could have set and film and like make it look cool and stuff. Like maybe I would pay for that, but I wouldn't make them go there. I don't care. I don't care where you work. Just get it done. I don't care what you do. So you want to be an influencer. I already am, but I'm also a businessman. I run a business, handle all the business stuff. Like, best degree in software dev? You don't need one? Should I start my exam or keep listening to you? Jacob, you should definitely stay on stream. How do you save money? Anything that I don't spend, I save. I don't buy a lot for myself. I really don't buy a lot for myself. Like my oven is so old that it doesn't even have a timer on it. Like I don't know when the preheat's done. I don't know what time it is on it. Like I don't buy a lot. You know, I usually just save. When are you going to be on the Joe Rogan podcast? Bro, I was looking on Instagram earlier, and Joe Rogan and Jocko Willink were hunting here in Utah, like yesterday. I should go find them. I should go hunt them in the wilderness. When was the last time you programmed? I don't know, like 3 days ago? No, I don't know. It depends. Let's define programming. I do a lot more DevOps than programming. I program here and there. Make some stuff, tinker with some stuff, but like it's only for my website, and it's only for my DigitalOcean server. It's never for, like, I'm not building web apps. I don't work a job for a company that's building a web app to sell a web app, and I don't have any web app ideas to build and sell, and I don't have any phone app ideas to build and sell, so there's no purpose in it for me. Like, I only want to code if I'm making something. I don't want to just open up React and be like, wow, look at that recursion go, baby. Like, I don't care. The wife had a house cleaning business that she ran into the ground by its excessive spending. Yep. What are the current shows you're watching, if any? Oh, what was I watching? Bro, I'm pretty basic. I like to watch Forensic Files on Netflix. That's my show. I watch Forensic Files. Oh, I was watching Magician Secrets Revealed. Y'all remember that show when you were all kids? It come on like Fox, and the masked magician would come on. That whole entire thing is on Netflix, and I rewatched everything. And I was like, oh, that's how he levitates. It's like, that was my thing, because I wanted to be a magician when I was a kid too, and I was. Angular 2 Plus, is it better than Angular 1? I mean, I don't know. I don't have any thoughts, to be honest. I wish I could give you more. You watch The Crown? I haven't seen it. How happy are you? Bro, super happy. What could be better? No, I don't know. I'm pretty appreciative for what I have. There's really nothing material I could buy that would increase my happiness. It's more about just having a mission and working towards that mission, and then fighting against myself every single day to work on procrastinating and get better at what I do. Like, I just want to be better, like, up here, you know? There's nothing really physical that I could buy. Is that too... Is that too, like, heebie-jeebie? You like Star Wars? Yeah, Star Wars is pretty dope. Watch Chernobyl, so insane. Is it good? What's your skill level with PowerShell? Enough, I think. May, what up, dude? Want to see a bad relevant movie? Watch Corporate Animals. Oof. I feel like I should be in that movie. Is it okay to hire someone for side businesses? I try to make product which relies on electrical engineering, but I only know software. I mean, yeah, sure, outsource if you want, but just realize you might be dependent on that person, and so that's why I don't do it. If it's something that I can afford and it takes something off my hands to give me time that I could use better, and I know that I'll use the time better, then I'll do it. But I haven't found that yet. If I outsource my video editing, I lose my personality in the editing, because I don't control the edits or the jump cuts and the humor or the pictures that get added and the transitions and what else? Like, yeah, okay, I save the editing time, but I still have to battle with myself to be productive in that time. Like, am I gonna be productive, or am I just gonna like play video games now? So that's what I'm still working through, honestly. Like, I know if I outsource, then I'll have more time, but am I gonna take advantage of that time? I don't know. I might just play video games. Might just go spend extra long time at the gym. I don't know. How's your name green? Oh, it's because he's a channel member, dude. He's a Twitch sub. Best and worst MCU. I think the Thor movies were terrible. Not the later ones, but the first two. Ugh. Garbo. Zom, what up, dude? Watch Money Heist? Okay. Data structures and algorithms important for front-end devs. It only depends on the company you apply to. Some people care, some people don't care. How do you protect your product when you outsource it? Let's say on Fiverr. That's a risk you take, dude. What would I outsource right now? Nothing. I like doing everything myself. I always learn it myself first. That way, if I ever outsource it and the guy's like, I want more money or I quit, I'll be like, all right, that's fine. I can do it myself, whatever. And if I want to spend the time and it's worth not paying the guy more, whatever, I do it myself. I'm not dependent on someone else. You know what I mean? That's a lot of people would just, they outsource things that they don't know how to do. I won't do it. I want to learn first, and then I know that I can spend my time and do it successfully if I ever need to again. Because then that's something you can sell later, and it's something that someone can't take away from you and hold it over your head, like a job. Ahmed, what's up, dude? You think it's more rewarding that you've been able to accomplish goals now as opposed if you were to make it in 2015? I mean, I don't know. I don't think so. Maybe. Is it more rewarding? I don't know. I don't have anything to compare it to, Matt. Like, maybe it is. But at the same time, there's been a whole lot more like, can I just be successful already? Because I don't know. You watch The Apprentice? It's a British show. I've never seen it. Is it good? What would you recommend your spin of sequel be for a small team of 2 to 3 people? I think sequel's fine. You feel lonely? Nope. I'm good, bro. I mean, I go on, like, I'm not lonely. Like, there's a girl in my house right now on the other side of the wall behind me watching Netflix or Hulu, I think. But I don't know what she's watching. Like, I'm not alone. Like, I meet people. I go out, go to the gym. I got dogs. Prove it. I told her she might have to come and put her hand on the stream. I don't think she'll do it though. She might. We can go see. Have you watched Suits? I haven't. They're teaching, what are they teaching? Java and C++ at community college? Yeah, that's what they do, dude. They're community colleges, bro. They're not in it to get you a job, bro. They're in it to get you a degree. What's the future of streaming social media? I think streaming will become way more prominent. But at the same time, I think video content is just the future. Have you watched The Expanse? I haven't. Is it good? Is it hard to get a remote junior mid in the US while living in Europe? Not really. I mean, it depends. You'd be a contractor, for sure. Easy to burn out doing what you do, doing everything like you do. I like it. I like learning about new things. I like learning about cameras. I like learning about film and storytelling. I like learning about how to set up my stream better. I like the psychology of all of it. Because that's something that you can't learn unless you do it. That's specific knowledge. Something that you can't learn in a book. Something that you can't learn like in a school setting, or it's not taught there. Like, specific knowledge is the most valuable stuff that you have. And the ability to put all of the knowledge together when no one is telling you and be successful with it, that's so vague. It's called specific knowledge, right? The ability to know like how to do thumbnails and the psychology of the colors behind it, and like, you know, I don't know. Have you lost many friends by losing contact with them? You're assuming that I had a whole bunch of friends to lose contact with. If only drone videos can make money. They could. They'd probably be the FPV drones though. How do I choose between school, art, and code? Yeah, so don't go to school for art because you don't need to go to school for art. I take most of my classes online. I have a full-time job. Yep. How long would it take to self-taught coding from zero to hiring? Yeah, I mean, that's up to you, man. That's up to you. It's, what are you studying? Are you remembering what you're studying? Are you applying to jobs that value what you're studying? Are you building projects that could apply to those jobs? It's really hard to say. 3 months? Is that what you're looking for? Like, you want a time frame? Like, 3 months. Let's say 3 months. 2 weeks? 2 days? It's whatever you can convince the company to hire you at. Do you have BFFs? You guys are my BFFs. How much money do you want to retire? Nope, I don't think like that. This is a very common flaw in retirement thinking. So you don't want to say, I need $3 million to retire, because a lot of people are banking on dying before their money runs out. That's what traditional people do. They put a whole bunch of money in their 401k and they get a big lump sum and they hope that the money doesn't run out before they die, right? That's bad. The correct question is, how much cash flow do you need for the rest of your life to retire? How much cash flow? How much money do you need to come in every month without touching the lump sum that you have? You don't want to just be like, hope that the money doesn't run out before you do. How many times have you been rejected for a bad culture fit? Bro, I got friggin' fired for bad culture fit. No offense, but when you say you don't need to go to school for X, you don't really know what you're talking about. Yes, I do, because I went to school for X. I mean, it really depends. Like, for some things, you should absolutely go to school for, right? Like, if you're like, hey, bro, I got my pilot's license off Udemy. Don't even worry about it, bro. Like, flight simulated for at least 3 hours in Elite Dangerous. So basically, you know, I'm good, right? Obviously, you should go to school for that. But like, for certain things, like computer science, it don't matter. I think blogs are dead as a business model, unless you're making recipe blogs. Yeah, pretty much. What's your personal favorite programming language in regards to syntax? Emoji language. You ever seen the emoji language? It's worse than League of Legends. You guys will all need some health insurance because it's so cancerous. I wouldn't go over a bridge that was built by some self-taught engineer. What do you mean, bro? I'm self-taught, man. Like, trust me. I built this entire parking complex. Bro, I did it before, okay? I practiced before. I took spaghetti noodles and marshmallows, okay? I built the structure previously. I know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Like, is having an engineering degree your flex? No, it's not. I don't use it. How big is the difference there between a bachelor's and master's of CS knowledge-wise? Not sure, because I don't have either. So I would really be talking out of my butt. If someone's life's in danger by doing a bad job, probably requires a certification and a degree. Yeah, absolutely, right? Like, bro, open heart surgery. I got a nano degree. Don't worry about it. 6 months. Job ready. Is that a butter knife? No. This is, I'm on a budget, okay? What do you think the easiest language to learn is someone new to coding? What do you want to do? What do you want to make? There's different languages for different purposes. So what do you want to make? And then I can tell you the easiest language to make that thing. Does that help? Biggest difference between engineer and coder? You can be both. You can be both at the same time. Is Josh reading this over Discord daily? I mean, I see that Discord has been tagged. I have been tagged. I mean, I can open it. I want to make money. Dude, we all want to make money. You want to make a multiplayer fast combat RPG? Oh, man. So multiplayer's network engineering, that's going to be hard because that's not my forte. But for game dev, you're going to be with C++ or C#. Tips for increasing watch time? Ask a question. Taymor, so ask a question at the beginning, but don't make it too cheesy. Don't be like, have you ever wanted to know how to make $100 in 5 minutes? Well, stick around. Like, that's a stupid, cheesy question. You should be like, hey, are you interested in this? Because I'm going to talk about this, this, and this. And towards the end of the video, we're going to talk about this. How about having a few professions, being a front-end dev and designer at the same time? So a lot of people call that the unicorn, but I think it's possible. MMORPG. I think the biggest thing with MMORPGs is hacking. Like that's the hard part. Thank you, sir. You're welcome. Do employers dislike online degrees in web dev? I don't know. Define online degree. Are we talking like Everest University? What's your favorite game? I don't know if I have one right now. Probably the game of life. I like the real life RPG. Opinions on machine learning. It's dope. I just don't know enough about it. Did you ever go through imposter syndrome? Yep, I have a whole video about it. How'd you overcome it? You don't, dude. That's the mistake. That's the flaw in the thinking. You don't overcome imposter syndrome. You just become one with it, right? And you're like, oh, I don't know how to figure this out. Whereas before, that would really mess with you, right? I don't feel qualified to do this. I don't feel good enough. And then over time, when you ask those same questions, the reaction is different. The questions stay the same. You're always going to ask yourself those questions, right? Like, maybe you shouldn't berate yourself with like insults, but I don't know how to do this. I don't feel qualified. But the answer will change, and you'll be like, well, I can figure it out. It's whatever. I'll learn it. I'll figure it out. Rather than being like, oh no, what do I do? And just feeling all upset about it, you'll be like, I'll figure it out. It's fine. You go through it, man. You don't overcome it. You just go through it. Become one with it. How to make evergreen content. So I don't know if there's a certain thing with evergreen content unless you're doing some super original. But I don't know. I don't even think evergreen content is a great strategy personally. I think that you should make videos. People want to see updated videos. When people go to search something, they want to see the 2019 version. They don't want to see 2012 version, even if it's evergreen. Like, that's why I could make the same video every year, because people want to see the new stuff. 20 rupees, thanks, dude. What do you think about websites Wix making freelance web dev pretty much obsolete? That's not true. Wix doesn't make it obsolete. Wix cannot drag and drop an application together. Wix cannot drag and drop a YouTube together. And even then, you'd have to know relational databases and keys and UML and stuff. And like, Wix doesn't provide that at all. They have their places. Wix no doubt makes it easier, but that doesn't mean you can't sell Wix to a customer. Is making an e-commerce website with WooCommerce worth it? That's what I would do. I think Shopify is too expensive. Is volunteer work for open source worth it for students? I don't know. I haven't done it. I would say yes, probably. I mean, it's open source, so you're a volunteer no matter what. You're not getting paid. How backend developers can build a decent portfolio since most of the work they do can't be visualized. Make a video of it. Make a video with timestamps probably. Or talk about what you did. Maybe have code snippets explaining what it does. Is someone cooking something? I hear some food. Hold on 1 sec. I think she's cooking some food. Hold on, because I don't smell any food. Be right back. Somebody, Cade, you're in charge. Take over. Are you cooking? All right, hold on. Look, here's proof. Here's evidence. Here, right here. All right, here's the evidence. You can put your hand in front of the camera. Flip it over. See? We got evidence. Your boy is not alone. Put the other one there so that they know it's not fake hands. Nobody believes that everyone just says I'm lonely. They just think I'm a neckbeard. She can't. She can't come. She don't have pants on, so she's gonna get me demonetized. So she can't come in. Fake for sure. Confirmed. That's your mother. Yeah, bro. All right. Paid actor. Hello, Josh's sister. Nope. I mean, I feel like even if she did come in front of the camera, right, she'd be like, you'd be like, that's your mom. That's your sister. That's your cousin. Not real. There's no winning. Do you think YouTube ads pay less for channels with non-English speaking videos audience? I can't say. I don't think so. It depends on the advertisers in the region, but probably non-English speaking channels get paid less because there's less advertisers that are selling that stuff. I don't know. I really can't say. Elliot, no. Did you say what's cooking good looking? No, I said what are you making? It smells like you're burning stuff. And then she said I'm making eggs and bacon. I'm not. No, I'm good. You live with your parents? No, bro, I don't live with my parents. My mom doesn't live in Utah. My dad, I pay for his own apartment. He lives by himself. We don't want to live together. It's not good. Respect for doing a stream instead of spending time. You gotta do what you gotta do, man. Like, she's watching. What are you watching on Netflix? Hello? What are you watching on Netflix? What are you? You're watching the 100? What are you watching now? Spy who what? I think she said the spy who dubbed me. I don't know. I thought we were going out to eat later. I'm hungry. All right. I guess I'm making food. Okay. You're such an inspiring person. Thanks for another stream, dude. Glad you're here. Hypothetically speaking, I paid Fiverr people to make my projects because I hate C++. What? I've been learning Python and web dev instead. I mean, sounds like a good choice. How important is advanced knowledge of JavaScript? I'm currently working as a React. What do you think about authority hacking? Funneling YouTube audience to leave comments on your website to raise rank. What does your website do? Like, I don't know. It wouldn't benefit me for my website. It's too niche. But niches are where the riches are, right? Like, you don't want to... Otherwise, you're just probably competing for SEO. And that's not a game you want to win, because if you're competing for SEO, you're at the behest of whatever Google and all the other services rank. Like, how they manage their ranks. Keeping it mysterious. Dude, thanks, man. I hope you're doing well. Why do you need to justify it? Dude, I don't know. We're just hanging out. Please show us your setup. I have before in a video. You can go watch it. How comfortable are those cool earphones? They're actually pretty good. They're not very tight on the ear. I like them a lot. Would recommend the Corsair Voids. I got them on sale though. I wouldn't pay anything more than if they were on sale. Like, I think off sale they're like $130. Don't pay that. Don't pay that. Josh, where'd you find her? Well, it's complicated. I don't know. Y'all don't want to hear the story. It's fine. I watched some of the earlier vids. Your transformation has been inspiring. You pretty much went from nerdy guy to full-on Chad. I don't know about that. But yeah. I don't think I'm Dan Bilzerian by any means. What's the most common question you get? Do you need a degree? Probably. Is it possible to set up a new business that does something many competitors are already doing? Of course it is. Absolutely. How do you differentiate yourself in some big way to be successful? So Jasp, it's a vague question, so I have to give a vague answer, right? So just because someone else is doing it doesn't mean that you can't come in and do it better. Y'all remember Zanga? Y'all remember Zanga, right? Like Zanga? The garbage, right? And then MySpace came in and kicked Zanga out the game. And then Facebook came in and kicked MySpace out the game. You know, like, just because something's doing it and it's massive doesn't mean that you can't come in and do it better. How are you going to do it better? That's where I can't answer the question, because I don't know what your business does. You'd have to tell me that, then I could continue. That's as far as I could go. SEO is like one of those jobs anyone can learn anyway. Yeah, SEO is just copywriting, man. Copywriting, managing your images. SEO is not, it's not that big of a deal. And most of the time, you don't need a personal website. And like, a niche website is great, right? But you're just going to be competing for SEO. That's all you're going to do. Zanga. It was Zanga with the like this. Custom enthusiast, mechanical keyboard part supplier, assembly service. Yeah, you can come in and do that. Absolutely. How would I differentiate? You could probably do some marketing tactics, like give away some mechanical keyboards, let people design their own keyboards, do some themed, like trending stuff like Marvel keyboards and stuff like that, and sell those, as long as you don't, get sued. 4 years programming degree, already too old. Programs update so often. Confirmed. Does Tom from MySpace have a Facebook page? Probably. I think he just does photography now. How do I sell on a street better than anybody else? I think you just need a bigger GAT, right? That's the main thing, right? If he's got a 9 mil, you need a 45, and if he's got a 45, you probably need the 50 or the Deagle. You know, like, I think that's really what it comes down to. It's just who defends the turf the best. What are you gonna do when they come for you, dude? I don't know. As long as you don't get, yeah, I mean, like, when you start going into, like, Marvel stuff, like, they'll probably sue you, especially because, like, Disney, you know, Disney sues everyone. They'll probably sue me for saying that on the stream. Regarding your business right now, aren't you stressed out since you declared war to working for other companies? No. Why? If anything, those companies should bring me in as a consultant and pay me lots of money so that they can fix their shitty culture, you know, like, that's what they should do. They should bring me in, but they don't want to bring me in, right? They like their workers working like little drones, little worker bees, just little, do what I tell you and take this little amount of money and be happy for the opportunity to do it, you know, and then please praise me. Basically, this is church 5 days a week. You know what I mean? Like, no, I'm not afraid. Someone hit me with the 100 rubles. Sorry, dude. I have some years C#, not in web projects. What do you think about the non-web market? Should I switch to web dev? Non-web market's going to be mainly for big jobs or big contract jobs. Registering as a sole proprietorship smart. You don't have to register. If you don't register, you're a sole proprietor. That's what you are by default if you don't have a company. There's no LLC in Canada? There is. I think it's called LTD there. Josh, you know how to cook? If so, what can you cook? Dude, I know how to cook. What I like to make, I'm pretty simple though, man. I make a lot of quesadillas and tacos. Sometimes I make some crock pot stuff. Sometimes I bake. I mean, it depends. I think cooking's relaxing. Do you think I could build a software dev company while also doing YouTube? Yes. You could use your YouTube to build your company and vice versa and drive traffic to your company. The year gaps between undergraduate degree affect chances of getting admit to a master's program? I have no idea. Elliot, I can't answer because I don't have a master's. When starting a company that sells physical goods, in your opinion, what would you need to buy? A large bulk stock at first or pay supply by year? Play it by year, dude. Don't end up doing like multi-level marketing where they make you buy a bunch of stuff or your discount runs out. No, definitely don't do that. Just definitely see if there's a market demand for your keyboards first and what kind of keyboards, and kind of finesse that first and see what sticks, see what clicks, and then sell that thing. And to be honest, Jasp, I think when you're out of stock, it builds hype. That's what Supreme does. Supreme is the dumbest company ever because they purposely sell limited things, and that drives the price up, it drives the hype up, it drives everything up. So, like, in a way, not having enough stock can build your business because of the hype. Like, Supreme has somehow convinced everyone that they're the best clothing company and whatever, and they just run out of stock, and people line up for hours just so they can be like, look, I got one. Scarcity. You have sound dampeners in your room? I sure do. You like horror films? I do. I liked It. I thought the It movies were good. Any food from Finland that you missed that you can't get in the US? Not really. Not really. Maybe some of their mustard was good. I'm trying to think. They had some salmiak. That's okay every now and then. Another game dev going? It's not. I wish it was. I'm bad. I should get back. Does Josh make software, apps, or websites for his clients? Or I don't freelance. I don't have clients. That's not how I work. Scarcity is dependent. It just depends on how loyal your fans are, right? Some people just want to be like, look, I got one. Hello from Scotland. What up, dude? You still do dev as an income stream, or do you mainly... I don't do dev as an income stream because I don't need to. And I'm not passionate about it. I don't like coding just to code. I only code if I make a project so that I can sell the project and make a bunch of money. Otherwise, I don't care. Josh, is getting debt for business ever a good idea in any scenario? You can leverage debt in real estate. That's a decent one. Debt and taxes. Like you can have good debt and you can have bad debt. Good debt would be to buy something and then have debt on an asset that appreciates in value. So the debt doesn't really matter. Would you start making enough for a living from YouTube? Just for a living, probably in May. Like YouTube by itself covers everything right now, but that wasn't the case, and I don't know if that's going to be always the case, but I don't ever take that answer. Insightful answer. I mean, it's honest, right? Like, I don't like to code just to code. I don't want to sit in VS Studio just to do what? Just to code? I don't know. It's boring. Not fun. But you never make it to that point. When you're working the dev job, you never make it to the point where you get to see the return on whatever it is you made. You just get another ticket and do that for the rest of your life until you're 65? Hell no. Is it hard to maintain a healthy work-life balance? Social interactions may become disregarded. I don't know. I feel all right. Had the girl on the stream a little earlier. I just don't want to go into debt and buy night vision goggles. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Night vision goggles is a pretty easy buy, dude. I don't know why that's not in your cart one day shipping right now. You'd be great at marketing your services to corporations, startups, or small businesses. I don't know what they would need, and I don't know what services I would sell. The only thing that I could sell to small businesses and other companies is how to run a better company. But no CEO is going to listen to me. They're just in it for the money, you know? They don't care. Are you stressed? I'm okay. I think I'm all right. Are you stressed? I missed a question. Thank you for the 19, by the way. Double Helix, you keep asking about banana. I don't know who that is, bro. Are you nervous? No. I'm thinking about we were supposed to go to pizza. We were supposed to try this new pizza place down the road from my house around right now, but she just made some food, and so now she's not gonna be hungry if I go get pizza. So now I'm thinking about what I'm gonna do. Now maybe I'll just throw pizza out the window and go to the gym. That's what I'm thinking about. But I'm trying to answer questions. Josh, if you hired me, how would I climb the corporate ladder? There isn't one. You're not going to climb it. That's the problem. You're not going to climb it because the ladder doesn't exist. Hi from Latvia. Yeah, dude. Josh, move away from the weights. Yeah, exactly. I'm in the way. Everyone is like, are you coming to talk to me? Oh, you must recognize me from YouTube. Oh, you coming to oh, I'm sorry. My bad. Let me get out of the way. I can hear your breathing. Oh, man. What do you mean? You don't want to hear me out of breath, bro? Josh, should live stream again a month in so more people can donate? Nah. Elk burgers, dude, those are good, man. Sounds good. What's the biggest pain you're facing right now? I don't know, man. Staying productive. Staying productive when I know that I could just stop making YouTube videos for like 3 months and disappear and I would be financially okay. But I have to come back and rebuild all the momentum that I would let go, right? I don't have enough money to just stop working forever. I don't have any, like that cash flow would trickle off if I stop working. So like, I need to figure out a way to solve that. Yoshi and Lucy Knits, is it a good idea to get into web dev just for the money to fund another business you're more passionate about? That's what I did. That's what I did. And I don't think, I mean, thoughts on Bitcoin and crypto. So you're like, Bitcoin is what you like appreciate, right? I think blockchain is good. Bitcoin and crypto are too up and down to be considered investments. That's more of a gamble. Is YouTube your dream job? I don't know if it's a dream job. It's it lets me help people, man. That's what it's all about. Another $100 for ASMR. No. You feel lonely? Nah, got someone to hang out with in the other room. Can I land a job in the US from out the US? Yeah, of course. That's what I did. You still work on a game project solo even if it's big. I would keep that in check. keep your, like, bring down your scope. Bring down your scope. But yeah, I probably would if I had the finances. And I knew, yeah, I was like 95% sure that the game would recoup all the finances that I'm giving up to work on it. What's the end game for me? You're looking at it, man. So that's the wrong kind of question. I try not to ask myself that. Like, I don't want to chase the algorithm forever. That's not fun. I shouldn't have to do that. I want to make enough money to put it in investments so that it returns enough money to me where I can make videos when I want to and not necessarily to chase the algorithm. Like, if it hits the algorithm, 100,000 views, million views, great. If it doesn't, great. It doesn't matter financially for me. Right now, it's chasing the algorithm. It's not a long-term thing. Like, right now, it's fine. Whatever. I got to do it to build up money so that I can invest. Amazon FBA, it's good, but how are you going to get people to buy your stuff? Maybe Joe and Jocko could swing by the house with some elk meat for you. That'd be pretty dope. Aren't you monetizing? Because... what? Is that what he does? Sure. Do you invest in the stock market? No. Nope. I don't have a good strategy for it. So did someone donate and I missed? Okay, I answered. Okay, just make sure. The bra brand. That's a really difficult topic for YouTube. But to answer your last question, no. And the other two questions will demonetize me, so yeah. You still alive? Yeah, I'm an hour and 30. I should go. ETF is the way to go. I think IRA for me, or real estate. But you're from the US? Yeah, I mean, I'm from the US, but I got my job from Finland. Niche sites coding seems to... what? Switching to them? I mean, that's how he makes his money. He has niche websites. But I don't know enough about it, and I think that that would just be competing with SEO a whole lot. And I'm sure you get money from Google Ads, right? That's what it'd be. You have a website with lots of traffic, and you get paid in Google Ads. I don't have any ideas for a niche website. I mean, I assume you look on Google Trends and see what's popping, and then you make a website on whatever's popping at the time, and then as that traffic dies off, you make another website on what's popping. That's it. She's a vegan YouTube, very famous. Yep. Nope, get that vegan garbage out of here. Pass. I like burgers. Thank you. Graham just released a video with Graham's girlfriend. When Linus from LTT builds you a server, is that when you know you've made it? Yeah, I think so. I think so. Should I feel bad because I literally passed all my courses cheating with Fiverr? It sounds like you hustled, man. It sounds like you figured out a way to do it. Like, when I got a code test, I'd be like, hey, bro, I don't know how to do this. Can you help me? Like, I don't care. What is define cheating? Getting stuff done, figuring out how to make it work. Like the lazy engineers are the best engineers because they figure out the best way with the least effort to get stuff done. Think about it, man. Like, you get a code test from a job, just get someone on Fiverr to do it for you, and now you got the job, right? Because usually the code test is a lot harder than the job, or unrelated, or not even related. And then if you do get the job and you like outsourced it to Fiverr, someone's gonna like clip this and be like, look at what Josh said. I don't care, whatever. Whatever, bro. Like, you get fired, man. Like, do it again. Next job. I don't know. How flexible are your morals is the question. Josh, you should do a video. No, can't do that. Who's the hottest Pokemon? I don't know. Do you have a Shake Shack? I don't think so. Kind of defeats the purpose of paying to learn. No. If you didn't need to work ever again, what would you do with your free time? You're looking at it. This is what I like doing with my free time. That's why I know it's for me. Thoughts on climate change? Why are you asking all the questions that you like divisive stuff? Doesn't matter if I agree. It doesn't matter if I disagree. It's just divisive. Favorite burger? I'm pretty basic. I like jalapenos and bacon with some Swiss. What makes you laugh the most? I kind of like dark humor, man. Like, all the stuff that gets you demonetized is what I laugh at. Because when you hit those low lows, you know, all you can do is laugh about it. I don't know. I was on 4chan too much growing up, I guess, so. I like, I don't know, pretty dry humor, I guess. Sometimes dark humor. Alliance or Horde? I mean, Alliance, Night Elf racial, pretty good. They have some different. I don't know. It's not about Alliance or Horde. It's not about the faction. It's about what racial benefits the class that you pick the most, right? Josh says the movie Get Out. He's all right. What do you think about immigrants? The song is pretty good. The Immigrant Song, that's a good song. From Led Zeppelin, that's a pretty good song. If you worked on Linux, is it worth spending time to learn how to use it for game dev? I have no idea. I have a Linux server on DigitalOcean that I manage. Josh, you think educational programming for biotech channel has a chance to earn to make it full time? I mean, I don't know what you're teaching. A very decisive question. Barbecue grill or smoke? We're gonna have to go with the smoker, bro. We're gonna have to go with that all day. Which server does Josh play WoW? Why do you ask the questions in the chat like I don't read it? It's so weird. A lot of people leave comments on videos. They're like, this guy. I'm like, this guy reads these comments. It's weird. It's weird. Maybe people are just so used to people not ever getting responded to or engaged with by the creator. It's just really weird. This guy doesn't know what he's talking about. How much does this guy make? It's just strange. Strange to read. Is investing in good hosting services for projects essential for a student looking for a junior role? No, bro. Just use the free stuff, man. Use Heroku and Netlify and GitHub. Do you have hobbies? I make my hobbies into something I can monetize. That's how I do my life. But not all the time. My hobbies, I like lifting weights. I lift a lot of weights. I like working out. I like reading books. I like learning. Most productive time of day to work. For me, it's from about 5 a.m. to 3 p.m. So I got about 10 minutes left before I'm done. Ever tinker with a Raspberry Pi? I picked one up at Best Buy and then set it back down on the shelf. That's as far as you've been on this live long. It's only been an hour, 36 minutes. Top 3 books. Unscripted. 48 Laws of Power. The War of Art. Because I'm a creative field. For me. Gary V's Crushing It. Josh Clowns. It was a pretty good movie. Second one was like, really? I don't know if you guys, spoiler alert, okay? Close your ears, you haven't seen the second It, but like, it's kind of a stupid ending, to be honest. They're like, all you had to do was call it names the whole time. All you had to do was tell this figure from outer space. All you had to do was call it a bitch. And then it's like, shrinks down to a little baby and dies. Like, really? 2 movies for that? Just call it names? I want to start an educational channel about programming and bioinformatics. That's a lot. Wondering if I had a chance to earn it with it to make it full. Of course you do. You just gotta make it engaging to maybe people who aren't interested. Do you watch TV? If please suggest a good series. I like Forensic Files. That's my thing. Game of Thrones, except for the last episodes of the last season. It's garbage. I mean, lots of stuff. Have you watched Dark? I haven't. What's that? Any experience working with Magento? I haven't. I use WooCommerce. I program trading strategies. I'd like to sell that course on my own website marketing. Do you think it's a good idea? Where do I start? Yes, but you should market it with the outcome. You should show people that it works and why it can work with them. Do you struggle with homesickness during your time in Finland? Not really, dude. I just miss Oreos and peanut butter and like some candy that we have. That's about it. Just the food mainly, because Finnish food's really expensive and they don't spice it that well. How much do you bench, bro? Not enough. That's the correct answer. I need to get to like 300. If I get to 300, that'd be dope. Is it smart to trademark every project? How you can have an idea, bro, but you can't like. You can trademark a phrase or a motto or like a physical product or a physical invention, but you can't own an idea. I'll stop procrastinating at home. I'll probably get off the stream. Did you eat lots of Kinder chocolate in Finland? I sure did. Yeah, but Finland has its own chocolate called Fazer. That was pretty good. But I remember eating a bunch of Buenos, and I'm like, this is the best thing here, but it's not Finnish. I don't know. They had spicy chocolate. That was an interesting thing. What do you think about finance job market? I think it sounds like cancer. I think it sounds like you have to wear a suit and tie to sit in a cubicle so that you can code all day. Yeah, hard pass on that. I'm a dev. I'm gonna sit in a suit and tie in a cubicle for who? Karen, what's up? Welcome aboard. Happy that you're here. Can you make money using freelance websites like Freelancer? Sure you can, but that's not freelance. That's just contract jobs. What editing software? I use Adobe Premiere Pro. Bruh, I think neither. I think I just go the Dan Bilzerian route, if you know who that is. Josh, what do you about Julia? What does that mean? How to bring value? Yeah, you got to give something that helps people. Ask yourself, would this help somebody? Would not a lot of people know this? That's what I ask myself. What would people want to know that I know? And try to give them that. Like in the last video, it's like, oh, how much does this guy make with this many subs? People want to know. So I tell them. Well, what else did you know about YouTube? Well, let me tell you. Months into my first software dev job. I want to do my own thing one day. When should I switch? You should start building something on the side right now. I don't know what your own thing is. I don't know what your skill sets are. I don't know what you're passionate about. What's one goal you have for yourself next quarter? I don't have quarterly goals. I don't run it like that. I'm not running this like this big executive business, you know? It's just me, man. Maybe get a pilot's license. Sounds good. That sounds good. Julia is a high-performing language that is more and more required. I've never seen it ever. Have you read Permanent Record? I haven't. Are you into cars? I'm more of a motorcycle person. Using pirated stuff to improve. So, like, you're requiring me. You're wanting me to be like, yeah, definitely use pirated stuff. Definitely. Do you think I can do that? You know, the question is, how flexible are your morals? I can or cannot endorse these statements. Why you hating in finance, bruh? Bruh, you want to wear a suit and tie to be a dev every day? Go for it, man. $3 million idea. Tender for cat and dogs. Maybe. How many hours a day should we put into what we build on the side? All of them? I mean, if you want your side to be your full-time as soon as possible, put all your hours. Do you have legs? I don't. I don't have legs. When are we going to do more Twitch streams? Good question. Maybe tonight. You bored? Are you bored? Building websites for local businesses. Do you think it'd be successful? Yes. But the problem with that is that you have to have consistent clientele. So that's what you need to figure out how you're going to solve. Would you ever try sound design? Yeah, it sounds pretty dope. Can I come with you on the next spontaneous holiday video? Yeah, absolutely, dude. Motorcycle guy, have you seen Tron Legacy? Yeah, of course. It's a pretty good movie. Flip your neck pillow right side. Nah, it stays upside down on purpose, just so people notice it. YouTube thumbnail tips. Move everything to the top left. Avoid every other corner. Top left corner is everything. You write down your goals every day? I try to. I haven't done it today, if we're being honest. Today, I woke up, had to take care of some plumbing issues, had to lay down some pipe. Then I decided to stream. Now here we are. Then I'm probably gonna go to the gym because I thought I was gonna have pizza, but she cooked food, so we ain't doing it. I love fitness and video editing. Is it too late, saturated to start a YouTube channel? Definitely do it. I mean, I'd say go for it. I'd say go for it, man. If you can provide value that other people haven't done or think you could do it in a more interesting way, definitely do it. I like video editing and fitness too, but I just don't think it's my thing. I just don't think it's my thing. Do you work out alone? Yeah. Work-life balance, all work or all play? I do both. I don't really have a balance. I'm bad. I'm not the best person to ask. Your camera fixed? My camera is on a tripod. I'm using a DSLR. I'm using a Blackmagic 4K Pocket Cam. House plumbing or internal plumbing? I mean, it was... I would say it's more of a female plumbing. Why you wear a headset? So that the music doesn't come through my speakers and into the microphone and echo. Create a fitness channel that's so good, Fillion. Yeah, Fillion Fit. Yeah, if you get noticed by Fillion Fit in the fitness industry, you've made it. Did I miss anything? Got a job, excited to tell you, Kirk. Congrats, dude. Need to do a stream without headsets? I mean, I could take it off, I guess. What do you think about all the gurus? Oh, that's my next video. Fake gurus. Like, fake entrepreneurs. Like, people that have no actual skill, but just leverage selling someone else's product. Like affiliate marketing. Like, you can do that, right? But like, if you do that as a living, you know, all you do is affiliate marketing. All you do is talk about how great other people's stuff is, and people buy it from your link, and then you get a kickback. Like, what? Why should people listen to you? What are you giving? What's your skill, you know? Does Mike work for as an employee? Mike is my friend. Do you feel happy? Pretty happy. Go look up Jake Ducey. Just all you gotta do is imagine money and it will appear. When you start seeing dollar signs and the number 5. Well, I think in one of his videos, he's like, you know money's coming to you because of the number 5, because that's the closest number to the dollar sign. And I'm like, for the U.S. currency and Canadian currency, yes, but that's unrelated. Like, the dude's just out of his mind. Dude is just bonkers. So he's gonna get a roast video because he has 500,000 subscribers talking about just imagine money, and you'll have it. So those people need to go. They need to go. They have no place. Stop preying on stupid people. I mean, it's kind of... Old West. Yeah, you get it, dude. Streamlabs it's a pain. How's my dad doing? I don't know. I talked to him yesterday. I think he sounded a little hoarse. How long have you been building your business? My business technically is 1 year and 14 days old. I'm about to imagine me some paid rent. Dude, I'm trying to get that. Why do you always sound like you're afraid? I was born with this voice. How much you charge for a paid advertisement on your YouTube or Insta? I mean, how long is the advertisement? If you want like a minute advertisement on my channel, I'm gonna charge you like $4,000. And no one ever takes it, right? That's insane. Okay, that's fine. I don't need it. I rather this is the price. You want me to really say something? That's the price. You want a dedicated video? It'd be $8,000. Well, that's insane. I don't need it then. That's fine. Unless it's something I want. If it's something that people, you know, I don't want already. How much for 1 second advertisement? I wouldn't do it. Your dad open that Tinder profile? I need to get my dad on Tinder. My mom's probably watching the stream. Sorry, Mom. Y'all need a divorce, and he needs to get on Tinder. Okay, y'all need to go meet different people. So 2K for 30 seconds? Yes. Why's you for Cody Bootcamp? I don't know. Is it legit? I don't know. What do you make a year? It depends. I don't have a salary, right? It's up to me. If I hustle real hard, if I sell a bunch of stuff, if I hit the algorithm a whole bunch, it depends. So let's say right now, I'm at like 7,700 a month on YouTube. If I can sustain that for 12 months, that's 6 figures. What's the shortest time advert that will be effective on your channel? You mean like a paid advertisement? I don't know. I think that'd be up to me, right? What do you find hilarious? Lots of stuff, dude. A post on your Instagram? I've never done any endorsements on Instagram, to be honest. Comes after YouTube for me. Just like being a pilot, maybe. Your resumes and cover letters are too expensive. Is it negotiable? No. What do you think about Metropolitan Game Dev? I really need your advice about it. I have no idea. Is mobile game dev market oversaturated? It doesn't matter if it's oversaturated if you have a brand, because you can point people to go buy it. It's oversaturated if you don't, because then you have to pay a bunch of money in ads. In that case, you know, how much for one post on your Instagram? What's the post? What am I endorsing, and do I want it or do I like it? And like, it'd probably be the same amount, to be honest. Like, I don't just endorse stuff that I don't know what it is or I wouldn't use. I'm a bitch to get to the endorse stuff. I'm sorry. Like, I'd rather. What's to stop me from making a product and selling it myself? I don't want to be a sellout. Like, some people are like, hey, we have a YouTube brand building course. Will you like, how much? We'll pay you $500 to talk about it for a minute. I'm like, bro, I'm going to make my own YouTube branding course, charge $500 per course, and then it's mine, right? Like, cheapest way to build an e-commerce site with no coding. WooCommerce with WordPress. Someone's like, hey bro, I have a freelancing course. I'll give you $50 to talk about it. I'll make my own freelancing course and sell it for $100. Like, it's just, that's how I do things. Can we live together? Yeah, bro, let's go to the front. To be honest, I'd rather just talk about things for free, you know, unless that's how I'd rather do things. I'd rather look at something and be like, this is really dope, you guys should go check it out. And then, like, if it's kind of unrelated, then I have to charge. What's your study habit for college? I didn't have one, dude. I was terrible. Survive. Gotta go have pizza. I'm a senior mechanical engineer student. How did you transfer your career from mechanical engineer to a developer? I went to a code boot camp. What mic do you use? This is a Samson G-Track Pro. It's a USB mic. It's not XLR. It's from Best Buy. I missed the question. Oh, what about Shopify? Yeah, Shopify, I don't like it. It's too expensive. The price for Shopify is too expensive. The themes for Shopify are too expensive. The add-ons for Shopify charge you monthly. They're too expensive. Everything about Shopify is targeting the person who doesn't know how to code or do any DevOps or any development. And so, like, you pay the premium. So, no. Would you ever work for someone else again? No, I'd rather volunteer. Like, if I want to go work for somebody, I don't want your money, because I don't want you to have to, like, I don't want there to be any feeling of resentment or like you owe me something for this. I just want to do it out of the goodness of my heart, and I don't want anything back except for any knowledge that I gain, maybe, or the satisfaction of helping you out. I don't want your money, because that makes things weird. Then you feel like you're above me, and then, like, I have to do a certain amount of stuff. Like, none of that. Let's eliminate all of that. Do you think coding's a good career? Sure. Makes a lot of money. Can you drop your daily routine right now? I don't have one. It's not that great. You want my, like, good routine? All right, wake up at 4:45. Meditate for 10 minutes, write everything down, hit the gym, come back, make a video, and then work on whatever else I want to work. Are Udemy courses trash? I don't think so. Depends on which one. Some probably are. Best hosting platform for what? It's terrible. I'm gonna get the Blue Snowball. Blue Snowballs are. I get the Yeti instead. I think the Yeti's better. Should I get investors for my startup or focus on the MVP? Yeah, don't get investors until you prove market demand, because the question that they're gonna ask you, because I've sat down with investors for a startup idea I had, and he said, "What's the problem that you're solving?" And I was like, "You ever seen that meme where he's like, wait a minute, see if there's market demand, see if you're solving a problem, see if people want it." That's what they're going to ask you. Where's the market demand? Can you prove that we're going to get our money back? What level is your classic WoW character right now? Well, I don't have a sub anymore. It expired, and I think it's level 12. Yeah, Snowball, I don't think the quality is that great, honestly. You had to make a site for a company and they had to pay you. What's the minimum amount of money you would take? That's not fair. Unless I had this outrageous brand and I knew that they weren't going to say no, I wouldn't do that. I would work with the company and be like, okay, company, what is your budget for a website or whatever it is you want, right? Like, what is your budget? What kind of money do you have to spend? Because if you got $5,000 and I charge $10,000, there's no match there. There's no point in this. Otherwise, you're just going to say no. Well, let's figure out if I can figure out how to get in your budget. Get a Shure. Yeah, well, if you get a Shure SM7B, you have to get a cloud lifter and then you have to get an interface. So the Shure mic itself is $399. The cloud lifter is $150, and the red interface, which is what normal people get, is about $100. So you're at like $650. It's a lot. Can we sponsor you a WoW Classic sub? I don't want to spend my time there. I don't get anything out of it. I don't, what certs do employers look for in web dev? Nothing. Your web dev cert doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. No one, it's nothing. Useless, worthless, garbage. AWS is good. Cisco certs are good. A+ is good. IT certs are good, but web dev certs are garbage. Your nano degree doesn't matter. Your Udemy completion certificate doesn't matter. It doesn't prove that you can do anything. Only a code test proves that you can do something, or defending the projects you've built proves. Certs don't matter. Non-web dev. If you were 18 again, would you go to college? I'd go to boot camp, 100%. The SM57, I don't know. I'd get the SM7B because that's top of the line, and then you don't have to ever worry about it again. How to price your software projects? Well, I mean, in what way? Like, are you building something for a company, or are you building an app and selling the app? You got to see what the market demand is. You got to present it for a price. If people buy it, maybe it's too low. Raise it up by 10% each time. See if people keep buying it, and when it starts to taper off, you've reached your price. Mark, are you going to do an interview? I don't know. Maybe. What does Darkula Hustle mean? It's just a meme, dude, because Darkula is the theme on a lot of IDEs. How long does it take you to learn JavaScript? Define learn JavaScript. I don't know all the JavaScript. I just figure stuff out as I go. That's how I do things. The company made fun of me for asking if there's a take-home code test. He said they know if I can just copy code, so they wanted me to come in. Kind of offensive. Yeah, that guy sounds like a douchebag, to be honest. You know Forrest Knight? Dude, I know Forrest Knight. I don't know him personally, like we haven't hung out. He's a member on the channel. He's a Twitch sub. Gotta go study later, Jacob. Oh man, it's still here. And so are you, Adam. How many uploads to YouTube do you aim per week? One a day. One a day. So this live stream will become a video, and then this will be my video for today. Tomorrow I will upload a video on fake entrepreneurs. That will be tomorrow's video, and then the next day I will live stream, and then the next day I will upload probably a corporate cringe, maybe. Are we gonna start? When are we gonna start with the title of the video? Esteban, you probably just got here, but we've been answering business questions throughout the whole thing. What was your startup idea? Was it a meme? No, the startup idea was something like Udemy with cryptocurrency, and then when you finish the Udemy course, you'd get like 10% of your money back, and then you could choose to use that money towards a new course or to donate it to the teacher if you really like the teacher. And so like that would stop people from buying a bunch of Udemy courses and leaving them all at 1%. And like that wasn't a problem to solve. The guy was like, that's kind of a marketing gimmick. And I was like, you're right. That was the idea, right? Like you could buy courses and then you'd get a piece of your money back, so it would motivate you to finish. Which I think Udemy could easily implement, but why would they do that? They're getting their money anyways. No Twitch link in description. I gotta fix it. Do you use any other people for your business? Nope. I mean, the only thing that I pay someone to do is my taxes. That's it. Best or most interesting project that you worked on? Probably the time I made that documentary with Patrick, but nothing code related. I mean, maybe my game. Have you heard anything about Google having a bad culture or anything? I mean, there's a lot of articles on that, right? They're PR. Like everyone's scared about PR. What's your favorite color? You are, dude. You're my favorite color. Are you into droning and drone photography? I think I'd want to get into like FPV drones. I have a drone. I have a Mavic 2 Zoom. I should have got the Pro. Regrets. Where would you start if you had $500? For what? For drone? I mean, you got to get the drone that you can afford, right? You take any stimulants for work? No. I mean, I have pre-workout sometimes for working out, but I don't drink coffee or anything like that. Try to meditate for focus. You're the Michael Scott to Toby's. You're right. I try to be. Why are you the way that you are? What side hustle would you work on to help pay for college? Whatever I could hustle, bro. Like, I don't know your skills. You gonna sell doing people's homework? You gonna sell your math skills that you got in the math class that you just took, and then you got friends going in next after you? You gonna sell your knowledge to them? Like, you gonna do their homework for them? You gonna do the essays? Like, sell something. Figure out a skill and sell it. There's not like a side hustle that you can go do, because that's just a job then. If it's already available for you to go and do, it's just a job. Have you heard about Scrimba? Looks like the guys are from Salt Lake. I don't know. It looks like they were from Sweden when I looked. How does one meditate exactly? Oh, bro, don't ask that question. You're going to get a bunch of heebie-jeebie woo-woo garbage in here. Like, focus on your chakras and your energy and visualize. Like, no. Like, look it up yourself. Don't ask that in a public forum. You need to get certified for transcendental meditation. Like, you guys know what transcendental meditation is? It's the most garbage thing I've ever learned about, ever. Everyone's like, it changed my life. Like, you know what you do? You go to this place, you have to pay someone $10,000 or some arbitrary large amount of money, and they give you a special word that you just repeat, and he's your spirit guide or your spirit meditation helper, garbage, whatever, and you pay him like thousands of dollars, and he gives you a special word, and all you do is repeat that word over and over and over and over and over to drown out other thoughts in your brain, and then you become transcendental meditation. But it's the same thing that does yogic flying, where people hop across with their legs crossed, and if you can align your energy enough, you can float and levitate. So you see how meditation and transcendental meditation, like, meditation is good, right? It helps you focus, helps you, control your thoughts, be aware of your thoughts. But then you got people putting a whole bunch of garbage into it with transcendental meditation, and it's like, okay, all right, get this Harry Potter spell garbage out of here, like, stop taking actual good concepts and putting a whole bunch of heebie-jeebie magic in it that don't matter. That's the problem. Name the fake gurus? Jake Ducey. Go look up his garbage. Do you think these groups like Vlog Squad and FaZe Clan get so big? Oh, how do you think? They got so big before the YouTube algorithm changed. Favorite movie? I like James Bond movies and Pirates of the Caribbean movies. Another guru, Actualized Org. He's hit or miss. Some of the things he says, like, that makes sense. And then some of the things he says, it's like, that doesn't really make sense. Jake Ducey. Yeah, that's not like Tony Robbins. He's all right. He has some decent advice. Like how your breathing can affect your emotional state, and how your emotional state can affect how you think and feel and act and say. It's like this. Watch Builder if you want to learn functional meditation. Sounds good. Like, I do Insight Timer, and on Insight Timer, there's like a whole bunch of people that are like, okay, now we're going to pull our chi energy out, and we're going to make little chi balls, okay? And then we're going to put that into our third eye chakra, and then we're going to meditate and feel the cool breathing over your skin. It's like, get this shit out of here, bro. I just want to learn how to meditate. Like, I just want to focus on my breathing. Stop with all this magical garbage. Why people gotta make it into this? Did TM for $200, worked great for me. So he gave you a magical phrase that you can't tell anyone, right? You're not allowed to tell the phrase that he gave you that you paid money for to anyone else, right? Like, that's the agreement. So what's not culty about that? What is not culty about that garbage? I get really triggered when it comes to like cults and fake stuff like this, you know? Meditation seems pointless. Meditation is pretty good. How to find content and respin it. I don't know. Look at people that you like to watch. If I travel to Salt Lake, could I take a portrait of you with my medium format camera and get in a gym? I suppose so. Chanting sounds like and ah and yeah, I don't know. That's not really my thing, man. That's not really my thing. You continue this pace, you'll get to 1 million before 2020. That's not true. I've looked at the math. It's not looking like that. Heebie-jeebie, yeah, exactly, bro. Like I'm just not into all the magical just believe and law of attraction. Like law of attraction, great. Like thinking positive, great. Like your thoughts become things because you're thinking about all the time, so you're probably gonna do things that give you the things that you want. But like just imagining stuff and like, I'm a skeptic. I have a skeptic mindset. I'm the most skeptical person about any of this stuff, and so like, it's really hard to look at the actual credible stuff. Okay, sorry. What was the name of the cheap alternative to Spotify or Shopify? So basically, it's called WooCommerce. WooCommerce is good. You would have to set up a WordPress, and then WooCommerce is free. How do you handle? I have idea. You have code skill. We have 80-20 business kind of people. Wait, what? Do you think putting soft skills on a resume is a waste of time? Yes, because you can't prove it. Like, I'm good at leadership. How you prove that without getting into an interview? Are you into Dungeons and Dragons? No, that's not my thing. I think imagining, but realizing it's pretend is one thing, right? Like, realizing what you're doing is pretend and imaginary and fun versus actually expecting money to come out of thin air if you start seeing the number 5 a lot. You know what I mean? Like, I have idea. You code it. I get the money. I mean, that's business, bro. When I'm applying to jobs online, they ask me how much compensation I want. I usually say 1, 2, 3, 4. Am I doing it wrong? Yeah, probably. Why do you have a Shopify section on Grindr's Discord, not a WooCommerce section? I don't know. Do Shopify if you want. I don't like it, but people do it, so I have it there. One superpower and why? I just want to fly, bro. Got the tat. Why? Freedom. Sounds fun. It's just something I like. Double split test creates reality. Okay. What should I say in the compensation box? I just put 0. Just put 0 or put like, it's not about compensation, it's about the job and who I'm working with. Would you consider adding a WooCommerce section? Sure. How do you look for work while being employed? Would you apply for work on company time? Dude, I don't give an F. I'm gonna apply for a job wherever I'm at. I don't care. I'm at work, I'm gonna apply. I don't do it like in front of the boss, but I don't give 2 shits, bro. How do you quantify knowledge work and productivity? You think like it's stupid. You guys ever like look at LinkedIn, right? And you see people that are like, it was my last day. It was my last day, and I'm so grateful to have had the opportunity to work at this company for 3 years, but it's my last day. Bro, we all know you unhappy for the last like month, and you were looking for a new job, but you pretending like you liked working at this company, but you are unhappy at this last job, but you're making it look like it was the best thing ever. Then why are you moving? You know, like, why are you getting a new job if you're all like, oh my God, I love this last company, and it's like the best ever, and it's like, shut up. You unhappy. That's why you got a new job. Discount on flight. Exactly, right? I think the door's open. How do you get an intern when you wait? No, you don't want an intern. Just apply for a regular job. Dude, what the fly in my room? How much does YouTube take from super chats? It's like 65, 35. That's what I get. So I get 65, they get 35, I think. In the WooCommerce section, will you put in a pinned message why you think it's better than Shopify? I mean, Do you get paid through live streams? Only through donations. If you keep spamming, you're just gonna get hidden, probably. You edit all your videos, and at what point should you hire an editor? I don't want to hire an editor because my content, my content is me, right? So if I hire an editor, oh my god, the first freaking fly in my room. Hi Trey, yeah, you could be a mod. You're always here. All right, ban people that do stupid stuff. You get all the income from the join button. No, I think it's still 65-35 split. It's like Twitch, right? Twitch is 50-50, so technically on YouTube you get more money. Is it better to pay you through Patreon? Patreon takes 10%. Tabo, what up, dude? So, Dracar, as I was saying, I edit all my videos because my personality would go through. It would go through the window, and I like doing it. What programming language should I learn? What do you want to do? Can I get mod? I will cleanse your chat. No. One course about branding, like dropshipping, social media. Soon. I'm gonna go eat some food. I'm gonna go lift. I'm gonna go eat some food. What happened to your bullet, Mike? What? Talking about the Yeti? You like swimming? Dude, I'm a fish. I love swimming. Can you make money? Of course you can. Monitors are those. This is an AOC, something like 80 bucks. This is a 1440 Asus. This is some Samsung 1080p, like 90 bucks. Not a lot. I'm a college student trying to get into passive income. What do you think I should do to get started? Yeah, nothing passive. No passive income starts passive. Affiliate marketing is what a lot of people will tell you to do. But everything passive takes a lot of hard work to get going, and then you can let your foot off the gas, and then you get passive income. What should you do for passive income? I mean, real estate's good, right? But how are you going to buy your first house? You got to generate a down payment or buy some flipped house or leverage some debt some way and get a commercial loan, like buy a business and then take the profits off the business. But how are you going to buy the business? You're going to take a loan. You're going to generate the money yourself. Like, passive income is not passive. It doesn't start passive. If I visit Utah, want to hang out, maybe just don't follow me home. Bodybuilding or powerlifting? Powerlifting. What time is it? It's 3:30. I'm gonna go eat some food. Y'all have a good one. All right. Thanks for being. This fly is annoying me. To be honest. I think the window's open in the front. But I'm gonna go eat some food. How do you like the black magic? It's really good for the price. You're not gonna find raw footage, 12-bit raw footage on a $1,400 camera anywhere else. So everyone knows where you live. Anyone can show up to your house. I mean, that's cool. You hang out. We can eat some food. Go live. Take care. Y'all have a good one. Okay. Thanks for being here. I'm gonna go see what's up with the homegirl, and I'll be back with some fake entrepreneurs tomorrow. About to enjoy some pizza. You know it. All right. Thanks for being here. F to everyone. Let me hit some grind rail symbols to everyone. There you go. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. I'm gonna go have a good Saturday. Y'all have a good Saturday too. Just hit thumbs up before you head out. I appreciate that. Thank you guys.